The walls are closing in on Donald Trump again. What was supposed to be a moment of triumph turned into one of the most embarrassing global rejections of his post-presidency life. Today, the Nobel Peace Prize Committee sent.
Trump has repeatedly said he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize and he'd like to have it. He even said that it would be an insult to the United States if he doesn't get it. What does as chairman of the Nobel Peace Prize Committee think of this, and how has this campaign-like activity by the president and his supporters, domestically and internationally, affected the deliberations and the thinking in the committee?
In the long history of the Nobel Peace Prize, I think this committee has seen any type of campaign, media attention. We receive thousands and thousands of letters every year of people wanting to say what for them leads to peace. This committee sits in a room filled with the portraits of all laureates, and that room is filled with both courage and integrity. So we base only our decision on the work and the will of Alfred Nobel.
Shockwaves around the world when it publicly dismissed Trump's claims that he was being considered for the Nobel Peace Prize, calling them completely baseless and self-promotional, according to officials close to the committee.
Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize. He didn't do anything. They gave it to Obama for doing absolutely nothing. He got the Nobel Prize for doing nothing. They should give me the Nobel Prize. Everyone says that I should get the Nobel Peace Prize. I had so many people, you should get the Nobel Prize. I was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. I got the Nobel Peace Prize nomination. I got nominated for the Nobel Prize.
Trump's name wasn't even remotely on the list of candidates for this year's prize. That didn't stop him, of course, from taking to his social media platform, bragging to his followers that he was robbed, once again by what he called global elitists. But the truth is brutal. The Nobel Committee never even looked at him. In a stunning statement, a senior member of the committee said that Trump's record on global peace was in direct conflict with the values the prize represents. They cited his reckless foreign policy decisions, his cozying up to dictators, and his inflammatory rhetoric that nearly pushed the world to the brink of conflict on multiple occasions. And perhaps the most damning part, the committee quietly emphasized that Trump's name came up not as a candidate, but as a cautionary example of how power, unchecked, can destabilize peace itself. Meanwhile, the internet is lighting up with laughter and outrage. Commentators are calling this Trump's most humiliating foreign rejection, yet a symbolic reminder that the world has moved on, even if Trump hasn't, while President Biden and other global leaders were praised for their diplomatic efforts. And that's the truth. Behind the bluster, behind the lies, the world remembers the damage. And the Nobel Committee just reminded him, and all of us, that peace is earned, not performed for applause.